What's up, everybody? Just a little, kind of a lot to show you on the updatage here. We did quite a few things since I made the video of the fish being floated in there. Had one die, but that's alright. We had a total count of 99 and I only ordered 60, so works for me. One down, I got 98 left, so I mean, not a big deal. One more, the other one that I showed you. Or, well, no, I don't think I did, actually. There's one more in there that's just kind of chilling at the top. He's over there in that corner. I don't know if you see him right there. But he's been kicking fur. He or she's been kicking fur for their life. So we'll see if they make it. If not, no big deal. You know, 97 more. I'm still above my total. So I hope it makes it. It's been doing well. But that other one was swimming up and dropping down and swimming up and dropping down, and finally I just saw it laying on its side at the bottom. Still alive a little bit, but I figured I'd put it out of its misery because that one was definitely not going to make it have a little bit of fish experience as far as aquarium fish, so I knew that one wasn't going to make it. So but yeah, to show you some of the stuff we did, I just put in little support braces down here to support this pipe, even though it was pretty sturdy on its own. Over time it probably would have bent the barrel ends down, so I put a support there and a support there. And as you can see, I made a wire top to keep things from getting in it. So that should come in handy, and we just bungeed it over. I was going to make one with like hinges and stuff like that, but I didn't feel like getting so fancy. So, you know, that's there. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm going to spray paint the sides of this black. That way the light getting in we don't have big issues with the light getting in, making algae and stuff like that. So that'll be spray painted black eventually, with just obviously the bar lines there. Because, you know, it's not going to kill it to get a little light in it, and it won't be much because the bars will be in the way. But yeah, so did that. Put in the overflow, as you can see, and I don't know if you can see down in there, not very well, but at the bottom I put a little end cap with some slits in it, enough water to get through, and enough for and small enough that the fish can't get through. So that's good. All this stuff still has to be glued, but like parts of it I'm not going to worry about gluing at the time being, because I don't know if I'm going to have to make any last minute changes. So none of this is glued at the moment, because like I said, if I have to make last minute changes, I would rather just have to pull it apart instead of saw it off and buy new pieces and stuff like that. So at the moment nothing's glued. The only thing is I made a little bulkhead here myself with some rubber matting and threaded female and slit female, and then on the inside, I don't know if you can see it. Let me get over there. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see it a little bit. Sorry. But that's a threaded male end with a slit female end. And yeah, so that'll be the overflow. Watch your language on the video, Dad. Sorry, expletive. And then this right here, what I'm gonna do is I saw this from Rob Bob, so a little shout out to him if he ever sees this video, just so he knows where I got it from. Basically, I'm going to attach a 45 here. I'm going to have a little table that sits above this overflow right here. And this is actually going to be shortened, and it's just going to dump into there. And the overflow from the fish tank is going to go down to a radial flow filter, go into the bottom of the bucket, come out the top, be redirected down with a bucket that's going to be drilled into the lid. It's just going to be not a big bucket, it just fits inside the other bucket is really all it is to redirect the water. It's going to collect all the solids, and then there'll be an outflow at the top of it, and it'll just dump right down into this side. That this little siphon, I can't ever remember what it's called, but basically it keeps the water level in the two things. Obviously it's not going to be this full once everything gets going, but it should work out well. Other than that, yeah, I mean, that'll collect the solids, and then the water will be transferred from there into this bucket without any power. And there's going to be a pump in there pumping it out through that hole, probably up, over, and under this into the tank. And it's going to split off here too, and go down the bar and pump behind the beds. So system's getting close to done. Excited for it to be done. Oh yeah, and forgot to put a little air pump in there just to aerate the water. I mean, it's kind of cold right now, so there should be plenty of oxygen in there for them. But and it's been raining, so I would say that water is probably like 50 degrees, 55 degrees, so it's pretty cold water. But they'll be fine in it. I haven't done any feeding, obviously, because the water's kind of cold. They're not going to eat anything anyways. But yeah, I just gotta, until I get a more permanent solution that's just on there while it's dry out. When it rains, I'll have to unhook it because, you know, it's electrical and not meant to be outside. So when it rains, I'll have to unhook it, and that's alright because the rain will aerate the water on its own. And yeah, so that's that. Get a little view of the old fish down there. Not too big yet, but you know, I'll probably steal once they're old enough to sex. I don't know how to tell right now, but I think more than likely I'll have to wait a little bit to be able to tell anyways. I'll steal a pair out of there and put them in one of my fish tanks, maybe like my 55 with my 2 turtles or something once they get a little bigger, and try breeding them out in there, because that's a little more controlled than outside, and see if that works. If that works, then I'll try to set something up outside for it. But I'm getting close. I'm going to order the pump soon, and that should be in within this week. And then I just got to finish plumbing this whole system and get the gravel in there. So we'll see. I'll probably just use a regular gravel or something. I'm not going to use that hydroton balls that everybody has, because that stuff's expensive. So yeah, but that's where I'm at. So let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later.